See, this is why you never trust a chick who comes at you with a smile to give you helpful information. Bitch is trifling. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Nephilim Entertainment. I'm your host, Metron L, and this is my coverage of the TV show Gifted, and this is episode 10, Exploited. Alright, so, beginning of the episode, we're taking a look at a campaign trail. Fascinating, right? Yeah, because I just love politics. Yeah, let's begin every episode with a look into the political world. Apparently, they think this is West Wing. But anyway, Senator Montez. Yeah, I don't know what this dude has to do with the story whatsoever. I don't know if he's someone who's going to later on be a character in a story that they look back on. If he's one of those anti-mutant kind of people that you're going to have to watch out for. Who knows? But we learned something interesting. Apparently, he has a nice little intern who goes by the name of Stephanie. She's a little cutie, ain't she? Yeah. If anyone doesn't recognize her, I'll go and tell you who Stephanie is. Esma. Yeah, our little, I have to save my family. This chick over here, she's giving off weird vibes. I'm reading something weird about her. Yeah, apparently Esma is Stephanie. Yeah, yeah. So, are you faking your name, chick? Well, what's going on here? And then, yeah. Fast forward to our little group. No one suspects Esma of doing something dirty. I do not trust this chick one bit. Just want to put that out there. I've put it out there many times, and I'm going to put it out there again. Till someone finally listens. Do not trust this chick. Well, the Mutant Underground, they are formulating plans and whatnot. The Stoker kids have been abducted by mutant services. Yay. So now the Mutant Underground is trying to figure out how to best handle this. And how are they handling it? By fighting one with another. Yeah, great, guys. It's bad enough we have to deal with the human problem, but let's fight with each other and let's try to make a big fuss and to do over everything. Yeah, this group is no more closer to solving this problem than Charles Xavier discovering Rogaine. So, yeah, what are you going to do? And we're actually learning that the fancy little program that they're dealing with Signal Services and this Trask Industry Service, whatnot, apparently it's called the Hound Program. I don't know why. I guess that they're the hens, or they're the foxes, and these people are sending off the hounds, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, nice little title. It'd been even more interesting if they would have called it Weapon X. But anyway, yeah. But Andy, yeah, Andy's getting a little cabin fever in jail. I mean, what do you expect? You're locked in a cell, not next to your sister. Dude ain't got no privacy to do whatever he wants because his sister's right there, and it's just a little weird. It's bad enough he had to hold his sister's hands, but now the sheriff of jail cell right next to her. I mean, come on. He's a grown boy who needs his privacy. But anyway, yeah, Andy is wanting to rip the bars apart, and him and his sister actually. Maybe we should have done it. No, you've made the right call. Yeah, I think they should have done it too, but hey. But I like how Sonia gets interrogated by Turner of all people. Yeah, apparently he recalls his little trip down memory lane, and it had to do with Sonia. Yeah, apparently Turner is holding a huge grudge. I mean, come on, dude. She only made you relive the death of her daughter again, and only had to make you relive the whole loss and pain of loss again. I mean, there's nothing to hold a grudge about, dude. I mean, come on. Don't hold no grudges. What's up with you? No. Anyway, yeah, and I love Clarice though. Clarice, she went from this little meat girl to now she's sitting there just basically giving all kinds of sass. I mean, this girl straight up with the sass. I mean, left and right. She's like, yeah, I escaped, No, really, what I did was make you look like idiots. Oh, this girl, I'm loving this girl more and more. Clarice. Girl, holler at me. Come on. I mean, this chick, she went from the little mousy, little scare, like, oh my god, what do I do? To now she's like, what? What? You want to say something? Do something. Come on. I love that about her. I mean, this girl has just grown so much in just the past, like, season and half a season. Past 5 episodes, she's done went from this to this. I mean, girl, come on, come back now. But, yeah, apparently Campbell, he's wanting Clarice, but he's not going to settle for that. He wants the Stokers. In fact, he will turn down anybody else for the Stoker kids only. That's all he wants. And even Turner's like, what's your interest in now? What's going on here? What up with that? Yeah. He has such a big fascination with the Stoker kids. It's kind of creepy. Not gonna lie, it's kind of creepy. You know, you have an obsession with, two teenage kids. Not a good thing, man. Not a good thing. So, meanwhile, back at camp, Esme, she's playing sort of Kate and Reed there. She's, of course, reading her mind, of course, like she always does. I mean, the girl does not have any sense of personal space and privacy whatsoever. Do not approach me and read my mind when I'm talking to you, because you will probably think less of me for the thoughts I'm having right now. Yeah, I went there. But our girl, she is now playing the Stokers. She's now telling them of what to do and how to do it and where to go about with it. What is your end game, chick? I just don't trust her. I don't know what it is about her, but it's not that I have any issues with telepaths. I mean, trust Xavier is a telepath. Totally trust him, even though he's done some shady things in the past. Jean Grey, she was freaking Armageddon with the Dark Phoenix. Totally trust her. This girl, not so much. When you use your telepathy to manipulate people in the ways that normally, it would take somebody who actually had a heart and some decency to go about, you play on their feelings. You're just, I don't trust you whatsoever. Never trust a girl who plays on your feelings. But lo and behold, wonders never cease though. Marco is actually defending the Stokers with Lana. I mean, she's talking about how they just need to calm down and not try to go back into their own little world to try to fix things like humans do. No, they should rely on the superpowered ones. And Marco is pretty much defending them by saying, look, they're new to this world and they still have faith in the old one. Cut them some slack. All they want is their kids. How would you feel if our kids were put in prison, says Lorna? And he wasn't too thrilled about that. I mean, what parent really honestly was? But the thing that gets me is at some point, Lorna feels like that just the world isn't fair and she does not want to raise her kids in that. Which, I mean, she's got a point. She's got a point. She does not want to raise her kids up in that. And I honestly, who could? But yeah, I mean, the biggest issue right now is you got Campbell. Campbell, he's just an all around bad guy. And even though his main focus is the Stoker kids, we still have to worry about Clarice and Sonia. I mean, what's going to happen to them? And right now, usually it's Clarice who's usually the one that's kind of panicking, and then you got Sonia who always puts on the strong facade. Right now, we're starting to see a switch in characters because now it is Clarice who is comforting Sonia. Sonia is about on the verge of a breakdown. I mean, she's just about had enough. She can't handle it anymore. Clarice is like, hey, we'll get through this. We'll be all right. We'll get through this. We can do this. John's there waiting for you. And I got to give props to her because even though we were starting to get a sense that she was starting to develop some feelings for John after the whole bonding experience they had on their nice little field trip, she's still giving up props to our girl Sonia when it comes to John, which, hey, can't really say John's in a bad position. I mean, he's got two cute girls, so they're kind of like, hey, I'm just saying, guys got it good going. But for the most part, Clarice is there for Sonya now, which is good. Because right now we don't need Sonya, who has always been sort of the backbone of the group and sort of the pseudo second in command. I mean, don't get me wrong about Marcos, but with her being so close to John, she kind of calls the shots without people even thinking twice to question it. I mean, not to mention she got the whole memory wipe power. I mean, she could smack you and turn around and erase your memory of it and be like, why is my jaw hurt? Every time I go talk to Sonya, my jaw ends up hurting afterwards. I don't know why. It's weird. But you got Reed and Kate, they're making a plan now to go see Turner, all thanks to Esma. Bad idea. I cannot stress how bad of an idea this is. Turner has not got any love lost for any mutants whatsoever. He has had issues with mutants ever since his little girl died. Now, okay, look, he may have at some point made peace with this whole notion, and now he's chasing mutants as part of the job. But when Sonya done the whole memory thing, and it ended up making him relive the whole loss of his daughter, and him losing all that time, and him having to relive the whole experience, it sort of brought back. He had that moment where he lost his daughter, climbed the ranks, sort of got it out of his system to where when he once got into the high ranks, he was a little bit more controlled. But now he's in the high ranks and reliving all this, so all that pent up anger is now is back for vengeance, and now he's taking all that frustration, all that anger out right at this moment. I mean, he doesn't really have a means to ventilate it, to work it out, to sort of channel it. Instead, now it's like they're getting the full force of his anger and sort of the full force of his discomfort and his anguish. Not a good idea to go talk to this guy right now. I don't care if you're human. I don't care if you're mutant. I don't care if you're in between. I don't care if you're a heavenly god sent down from Asgard. You do not want to talk to Turner right now about the mutant cause. It's a bad idea, Turners. Or not Turners. Bad idea, Stokers. Turn around, go home, or go back to the mutant underground. And well, Campbell, he's meeting the kids. He's sort of, talking to them, sort of hitting around about how he knows about their ability and how he knows about their ancestry and about how they were basically a weapon of mass destruction. Lauren, I love Lauren. She's playing. What are you talking about? I don't know what. What are you talking about? I don't know anything. What? You gotta love a girl who plays dumb, especially in a situation like that. Playing dumb is probably the smart move because if you know that you know, they're gonna turn around and manipulate you every which way. But if you play dumb, they'll take time to educate you, and then you can come it off like, I don't know what you want. We're holding hands. We're doing this. What do you want? That's how I play it off. Like, it's not working. It is not working. What is going on? What do you want us to hold hands for? This is weird. That's how I play it off. But he takes them to the testing room. The kids, of course, are defiant. Which, bravo for not, being scared little puppy dogs. Bravo. I applaud you, kids. Be defiant. Do not let him roll over you. However, it keeps jumping back and forth because now we're going back to Reed and Kate. And Reed thinks Turner is a good man. He's just angry. And you were so on point with that. But don't forget, a man that is vengeful will not think of what you are at the end of his sight on his pistol, because he will shoot you if he feels like you're an enemy. You're picking the wrong fight with the wrong guy. This dude he's not working with a full deck right now. He's so caught up in his pain that he just doesn't care. The only person that I've seen right now, the only person that I've seen is that can keep Turner in check are his superiors. I mean, even they can't really keep him under control. And I'll be damned if Esma didn't rat him out. Girl straight up went up to Shatter and was like, I think it was Shatter she went to, but she went up to somebody and was like, hey, I noticed something. My powers noticed something, and Stalkers went and talked to Turner, just to let you know. Yeah, she went that far. She went that far as to make it seem like they had this great idea to go to Turner when it was your idea to begin with, girl. I just want to let you know that my powers picked up on emotions sometimes when they're really strong, and I happen to notice that the stalkers are gonna go talk to Turner. Girl, please don't give me that BS. Don't pee on my back and tell me it's raining, okay? Okay? No, we're not gonna go there. But and they all believe her too. I'm sorry. Why do you believe the mutant who you just invited to your group versus the human family who is actually there and dependent on you guys to survive? Who are you going to believe more? The dependent or the one that's like, I just want to let you know that, oh, girl's acting weird and, over his family, they're plotting something about going to talking to that Turner agent guy. And you believe this chick. She has manipulated every single one of y'all. And you still believe this chick. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But that's not the worst of it, because, you know, after she rats him out, we do get a look, though, at Turner and the relationship with his wife. And I stand corrected about the only people that can control Turner can't. The one person that I've seen that can actually put Turner in check is his wife. Who is this woman? I want to know more about her. Miss Turner, you are my hero, because that chick can pretty much put him on blast and say, hey, you're acting weird. And he's like, I'm sorry. I didn't know I was acting weird. Stop it. Okay. I mean, but they do have a good relationship, and I applaud that. Because you're seeing this man who's so built up on anger and so built up on rage, and yet he comes home and he's got this wife who basically looks like she loves and adores him, and that's a good thing. You got people like Turner who are filled up with. If he'd been single, been alone, this would have turned out way different. This would have turned out way worse. He probably wouldn't have stopped at just capturing him and taking him to jail. They probably would have been been in a shootout and died under mysterious circumstances. But what I was saying earlier about the worst thing, yeah, the worst thing is the fact that Esma doesn't refer to humans as them. She's got this very segregated sort of tone about her when it comes to the stalkers and everybody else. It's their problem. It's them. It's a human problem. Who the hell are you? Last time I checked, we were all getting chased by signal services. We were all getting put in jail. We were all suffering from this. It is not just your problem and my problem. It's our problem. Girl, don't segregate now. Segregation ain't cool whatsoever. It ain't cool. But Turners and Reed actually had decided to have a talk. Of course, they do it basically at gunpoint, which, yeah. Yeah, gunpoint is not exactly the way to go about things, but hey, gets the point across. Well, while they're having a nice slow talk, Lorna and Marcus are having a little talk too. They're all freaking out about the Turner's going to go talk to, or how the Stalkers are going to go talk to Turner, which is understandable. I mean, after everything I just said, do you blame me? Do you blame them whatsoever to freak out? But Lorna's bringing up the whole death and destruction kind of thing, but Marcus does bring up a good point, especially when Lorna turns around and turns his cartel days against him. First of all, check that as a low blow. Second of all, I love what he said. He said he has seen enough of vengeance, enough of people killing for their own selfish vengeance. He's seen enough death. And I love how he takes what she threw in his face and turned it around and threw it right back at her. I mean, yeah, you got love for the girl, but if you're willing to stand up to her, you truly love her. If you're willing to stand up to her. Well, meanwhile, Campbell is He's not getting much out of the Stoker kids whatsoever. He's not. He's not getting any headway with them. They're stubborn, and they get it honest. But basically, this is how he provokes them. He takes Clarice, he takes Sonia, and says, all right, get it done, or I got these two. Honest to God, I would have called his bluff. I'm that stupid and that stubborn. I'm like, you ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna do nothing. Yeah, he ends up doing something. He ends up killing Sonia. Yeah. Oh, Dreamer? Yeah, he ends up shooting right in the chest. He shoots in the chest, though. Think about that for a minute. Because later on, not later on, but next, he holds the gun up to Clarice. But when he does, he holds it to her head. Think about this for a minute. Alright, you got a guy right now who's fixated on using aliens, or not aliens, but using mutants as your own little personal hounds. You use them for espionage, you use them for sabotage, you use them basically for all kinds of covert things. Alright, while a girl with a mutant ability to create portals may be a valuable asset, what about a girl who can manipulate memories? It's a very interesting thing. She's borderline telepathic in a way. I mean, she can control people's memories and give them lucid dreams or give them basically erase their memories in case with Turner. But I will get back to that at the end of the episode. Meanwhile, the Stokers basically, they strut their stuff. After the whole killing of Sonia, their tragic death has sparked them to give him what he wanted. And mind you, the testing room is a cage made out of adamantium. Now, for those who don't watch any kind of Marvel X-Men thing whatsoever, adamantium is the hardest metal on Earth. It is indestructible, literally indestructible. It's what Wolverine's made out of. It basically cannot be torn up, destroyed, or anything. However, the Stoker kids use their abilities and end up bending this metal. Bending it. Not breaking it, but bending it. That's still an amazing feat. To take adamantium and actually bend it. Shows a lot of your capability. Shows a lot of your power. And that is a scary notion. So, with them strutting their stuff, Reed and Kate back at the Turners are getting nowhere whatsoever. I mean, they're not making any kind of headway whatsoever. Finally, Kate is talking to Turner about, how he came into her house with guns and she was scared. And I love the look on the wife's face. She looked at him like, you did what now? Yeah, pretty much busted him out there. And he had a look of like, oh crap. Kate, good move. Low blow, but good move, girl. That applause there. I mean, that was just beautifully done. Well, after that, she, basically tells the whole story about the program and tells the wife everything. Well, it doesn't tell the wife. She normally directs it towards him in earshot of the wife because they're sitting right both there, or sitting both right there, and she's telling about the program, and the wife's looking at him like, they're doing what, the who, the what, how, what, what's going on? She's got a look on her face like, huh? So, Stokers cut their losses. They're thinking, we ain't got a shot. They grab up their stuff. They take off. Well, Turner hops up, and he's going to, go, basically call the cavalry. He's going to take them, and he's going to go after them, and the wife grabs him and says, hold up. Tell me what she said wasn't right. Is this what's really going on? He's trying to blow her off, saying, no, I don't want to talk about it. Well, she says this, and I wrote these words down because I love the impact of what she said, because of how she said it. She said, what are you doing in our little girl's name? Oh. Ooh. I cut deep. What are you doing in our little girl's name? Everything that he has done up to this point, whether it be out of vengeance, whether it be out of anger, whether it be just out of simple justice, he has done it all in his little girl's name. Where is the line? Where do you not cross? Where do you not go? When do you stop doing what you're doing? When? And I love how the wife pretty much throws it out there like, what are you doing in our girl's name? What are you doing to justify it by saying our little girl's name? What are you doing? I love that. You're now my favorite person because you kept him not only in check, but you put him in check and in his place. And you weren't a telepath to do it. No mind control, no mutant powers whatsoever. You just said some words, and he's like, third. But, yeah, the kids, they're mourning Sonya. Lauren's not taking it too well. She's, I think, is in a matter of just giving up. I mean, with everything that happened, I think she just wants to give up. She's done fighting. She's pretty much accepted the fact that he's going to get what he wants. We gave him what he wants, so now we're going to have to pay the consequences. And Lauren has always been spot on about these things. So, we'll see. We'll see, because right now, Lorna, she's pretty shaken up by the whole Sonya's death thing. And Clarice is even more shaken up, and I can't imagine how John's going to take it. Oh, God. But set-up services actually show up. Apparently, whatever the Reed and Kate said worked. Because now John is actually like, you know what? You tell me the deal we had to make, and I'm taking a re-look at it, so I want my people back. I want the mutants back. They're my prisoners again, so I want them back. So, hey, Reed and Kate's talk with Turner actually turned out right. Now, love, even Esma was like, it worked? Holy crap, it worked. Like, she was even in disbelief. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Your plan backfired, or did it? Yeah, with and with all this going on, Mutant Underground finally jumps into action. Well, Esma's got a plan. She's gonna go with Marcus, and they've got a plan. They're gonna do this to the guards and do that to the guards. I say it like that because there's no point in telling me what the real plan was, because here's what happens. All right. First of all, when the Stokers come back, it's busted out on Esma lying because they told they told everyone that it was her idea, so they get busted for that. That's first of all. Second of all, she's got her own damn angle, and when she finally gets to the meetup where they're gonna pick up the prisoners, she tases Marcus out unconscious. Meanwhile, John is up on the hill, not knowing what's going on. She ends up using her telepathy to basically tell the guards to either kill everybody, minus the mutants, or kill yourself. Yeah, she basically goes on a massive killing spree, but she looks kind of hot doing it, I'm not going to lie. Pretty much has all the guards unlock the mutants, kill one another, and by the time this is all said and done, Turner is so freaked out by this whole incident because he made it out alive, surprisingly. Made it out alive. He's freaking out because he's watching all of his comrades pretty much fall at his feet. Meanwhile, old girl's walking up like it's no big deal. Well, as soon as some of the prisoners are freed, two women walk out of the prison, or walk out of the bus up to Esma. Well, the weird thing is they all three look identical. And I'm just wondering if this is not the Cuckoo Sisters, which that's not their entire name, with their real name, Stepford Cuckoos. Basically, it's a group of telepathic girls. Their origins are some big to do, but the point is that I'm believing that's who these girls are. They're basically telepaths with a link and a connection, and they basically are going to wreak havoc. That's my theory. So, Esma has actually got some identical sisters. Just when you thought you couldn't trust her, now that's 3 times as much mistrust. Yeah, the Mutant Underground better watch out. Next, for the Gifted. First of all, it won't be returning until 3 weeks. So I'm guessing this is sort of the mid-season finale. which it ended on a pretty big cliffhanger. Not gonna lie, which it ain't. I'm sorry, I misspoke. It's not a cliffhanger. It's basically sort of a oh crap moment. Um, you got the Stepford Cuckoos, and you got that going on, which they're gonna now introduce themselves as a whole to the group, which that should be interesting because I'm just wondering if they're gonna try to take charge of everybody, especially with their powers. There's no telling, but Turner's fed up, yeah, and he is so fed up. He's actually, I guess, gonna team up with Campbell. This is not good. This is not good whatsoever. But more explosion with between the humans and the mutants is coming, definitely. But all right, what I was going to talk about within the video is you notice that Campbell shot Sonya in the chest, right in the heart. All right, mortal wound, no doubt. He was going to go for Clarice in the head. So my question for you is this, and I want you to think about this. Do you think the way he killed Sonya, he's going to add her to the Hound program? Now, I want you to think about it. What if he's got a way to sort of reanimate a human body or reanimate a body? I mean, we've seen mutants, we've seen thousands of abilities. What if one has the ability to resurrect or reanimate a corpse? And with that, the mutant power. I mean, it would explain Pulse. How a Pulse was able to come back because John and Marcus seen him die. So yeah, do you think that with Sonya's death, is she going to be added to his collection of hounds? Let me know up here. But that's going to do a wrap for me. Be sure to give me a big thumbs up down below and like and subscribe to my page. Stay tuned to the end of the video for more content and subscribe to my page for more content later on in the future. But I'm Metatron Urel and you're watching Nephilim Entertainment. To all you daydreamers and creators out there, keep your eyes in the clouds. Peace.